Bounded by the borders of Ukraine and Romania lies a former Soviet republic, Moldova. When the Soviet Union dissolved in 1991, Moldova was thrust into independence. The struggle to create an independent press has been ongoing ever since. Today, Freedom House, a global independent watchdog organization, rates Moldova's news media as partly free. As many Moldovan journalists and media activists will tell you, a number of obstacles stand in the way on the country's road to an independent press. Among these challenges, economic poverty, the education and professionalism of its journalists, and political manipulation. This report focuses on Moldova's political obstacles.
I am not sure that we have a lot of independent media, truly independent media.
Center for Independent Journalism, Nadine Gogu, says that physical attacks and politicized lawsuits against journalists are in decline, but Moldova's transparency efforts still need work.
Politicians are here. Politicians are behind journalists. A lot of media, like I said, because they don't have enough resources, enough money, they accept all these sponsors, to be behind them. And since they pay, journalists will do what they are told to do.
Gogu says it's common for Moldovan politicians to own media outlets and even control content. Efforts to improve transparency, that is, who owns and funds media outlets, are sluggish. But Gogu says progress is underway. As the director of the Independent Journalism Center in Moldova, it's Gogu's and her staff's job to track media issues throughout the nation. The Independent Journalism Center is one of the premier non-governmental organizations that supports journalists and news media throughout Moldova. They provide legal assistance, advanced journalism training, and monitor the work of the news media. The center also advocates for laws that would ensure an independent and free press throughout Moldova. Frustration about media transparency can be seen among Moldovan reporters. Marina Chirca, a reporter for the Moldovan newspaper Adevărul Moldova, says the country's media is too dependent on aid from politicians.
Our role is to show to the people what the people need, not what politicians need. But we are the press, we will remain.
Chirca says Moldovan media has made advances since she first entered the industry in 2009. But the ever-present pressure from politicians impacts the media's freedom of speech.
We have to work on quality, because we will win with quality.
Gogu says the IJC began working last year on developing changes to the nation's broadcast code, a guide of legal principles for ensuring an objective press. The IJC's proposal includes protocols for indicating both who owns and funds the media. The organization submitted a draft of its legislation to Moldova's parliament in May of 2013. Sharia Lushinsi, chair of the Parliamentary Committee on Culture, Education, Research, Youth, Sports, and Media, will oversee the legislation. He says he supports making Moldova's media ownership more transparent for citizens. Lushinsi is optimistic Parliament will approve the proposed amendments to the broadcast code.
We have already prepared this new law or new amendments for the law. I'd like to offer everybody from our country to know who is the owner of the mass media, show the financial sources.
For now, Chirca says Moldovan journalists must self-regulate, but she too is hopeful for a brighter future and someday a free press.
It's a period of time that we have to pass, because every country, when it's developing, is passing through a different period of time. This is a period that we are passing, and maybe one day will be a free journalism as it should be.
For the University of Wisconsin-Eau Claire, I'm Rachel Minsky.